The video is on Amogavarsha first. He ruled Rashtrakutan Empire more than 50 years, that is, between 814 to 878 CE. He is the son of Govinda III. He succeeded his father Govinda III and came to power in 1840 CE. His early name, or he was called as Sarva. Since he was very minor when he became the ruler of Rashtrakuta, so he was put under the in charge of his uncle Karka for looking after the administration till Amogavarsha attains a proper age, that is between 1814 to 1821. Amogavarsha is considered to be the greatest ruler of Rashtrakuta kings, not because of his military achievements he is considered great, because of his cultural achievements he is considered as the greatest ruler of Rashtrakutan Empire. So his prominence of greatness comes from the cultural achievement rather than his military achievements. So his achievements can be divided into three parts. The first one is military achievements. Second one is matrimonial or administrative achievements. The third one is cultural achievements. Without delay, we will have a considerable look on his military achievements as achievements of Amogavarsha. Amogavarsha had to face a rebellion or an act of fight from his vassal king or Vengi Chalukyan vassal king Gunanga Vijayaditya III at Lingavalli in 830 CE. But Amogavarsha was capable enough to subdue the force of Chalukyan ruler Gunanga Vijayaditya III very successfully in a place called Lingavalli in 830 and made him to retreat. The successful story of Amogavarsha continued because of his able commander called Bankesh. So Bankesh was put in charge of the northern part of Ganga Empire or Gangavadi region. Since he was in charge of northern part of Ganga Empire, Ganga king Rajamalla tried his level best to conquer these places, but he was not successful because Bankesh always overpowered him. Bankesh had control over up to the Kaidala, that is present Tumukuru district. After this, the Ganga ruler was Niti Marga Ireranga came to power after Rajamalla V. After Rajamalla, it was Niti Marga Ireranga came to power. He made Amogavarsha to get surrender or get defeated in a place called Rajaramudi near Kolar. This made a severe setback to the military achievements of Amogavarsha. Amogavarsha was got defeated in the hands of Niti Marga Ireranga, who was a successor of Rajamalla of Govinda of Ganga ruler. So Amogavarsha got defeated in a battle called Rajaramudi. This Rajaramudi battle was near Kolar in the year 856 C. So because of this, Amogavarsha gave up all kinds of conflicts with Gangas as well as other kings. He developed a matrimonial alliance, a relation. So therefore, he ended up in giving his daughters to marriage to different people. The daughter named Chandralabe was given in marriage to Ganga Butunga, who was the son of Nitimarga Irerenga. The Ganga ruler Nitimarga Irerenga had a Ganga Butunga. He gave his daughter to him. Next, Amogavarsha gave his another daughter, that is Sheela Mahadevi, in marriage to Vishnuvardhana's son. You have heard Vishnuvardhana, the son of Vijayaditya, who was the Vengi ruler. The Vengi ruler called Gunanga Vijayaditya had a war with Amogavarsha at Lingavalli in 830 C. So, always Vengis were also thought the powerful threat to Rashtrakuta. So, therefore, Amogavarsha gave his another daughter, that is Sheela Mahadevi, in marriage to Vishnuvardhana, who was a son of Vijayaditya of Vengi. The another daughter, that is Shanka, was given in marriage to Nandivarma III, the Pallava ruler of Kanchi. So, all the three daughters were sent in marriage to different kingdoms. The one daughter, Chandralabe, was in marriage to Ganga Empire, that is Ganga Butunga she married. Sheela Mahadevi was given in marriage to Vishnuvardhana, who went to the Vengi Chalukyan rulers, and the Shanka was given to Pallava ruler, that is Nandivarma III. So this way, Amogavarsha made a matrimonial alliance with his neighboring kingdoms or his vassals. One inscription, mainly Neelagunda inscription and Sirur inscription, tells us a vivid details about he was respected. Amogavarsha was respected by the rulers of Anga, Vanga, Magadha, Malwa, Vengi and neighboring states. He has been regarded as a most respectable person of that time. But the last days of Amogavarsha were not very happy, because Amogavarsha had to face the rebellion from his Yuvaraja called Krishna. His own son, Yuvaraja, Krishna, rebelled against Amogavarsha. At that time, the able commander of Amogavarsha, Bankesh, faced the rebellion ably and made Krishna, the son of Amogavarsha, to repent and change and become one with Father Amogavarsha. In memory of this, Bankesh received a beautiful gift from his king Amogavarsha. That is, Amogavarsha built Bankapura in the name of Bankesh near Banavasi and made him the governor of Banavasi. The last days of Amogavarsha were also made happy by this commander called Bankesh. Keeping all these on an administrative as well as military achievements, Amogavarsha's cultural achievements can be observed like this. Amogavarsha was a great tolerant ruler of all religions. He was a peace-loving monarch. He himself a scholar. Sanjan inscription says, he cut off his left thumb as sacrifice to Kollapura Mahalakshmi to protect his subject from the famine Because there was a famine in his entire empire, he prayed to Kollapura Mahalakshmi that offering his own left thumb as sacrifice or a cut-off to this Devi if there is a famine goes out from his empire. And he did it. He cut off his left thumb. That he says how much he loves his people than his life. Second, he himself is a scholar. So he himself became a poet as well as scholar. He wrote a book called Prashnottara Ratnamala in Sanskrit. Not only that, he also patronized scholars, great scholars of that time, namely Jinasena Acharya, Mahavira Acharya, Shaktayana, and Sri Vijaya of Kannada scholar, Karnataka scholar alla, Kannada scholar. And even others were living in his court. Sri Vijaya wrote the first Kannada work, that is Kaviraja Marga. This Kaviraja Marga of Sri Vijaya is the first Kannada work which speaks about the geographical boundary of then Karnataka in his book. Manyaketa was his capital, became world famous during this period. An Arab traveler named Suleiman visited the capital of Manyaketa in 851 CE. He says that Rashtrakutan Empire is one of the four great empires of the world. Four great empires of the world. The other three are being Baghdad, China, and Constantinople. Amogavarsha had many titles. Atishaya Davala, Nrupatunga, Veeranarayana, Sri Vallabha, Ratnamartanda were his important titles. Amogavarsha first was succeeded by his son Krishna II, then Indra third, Amogavarsha second, Govinda fourth, Amogavarsha third, Krishna third, and Karka second were some of the important Rashtrakutan rulers. The titles of Amogavarsha is also asked for 2 marks. There are some of the important 1 marks question as well as 2 marks questions in Amogavarsha Nrupatunga. The cultural achievements, that is especially Sri Vijaya book, Kaviraja Marga, is also asked for 1 mark. The book written by Amogavarsha himself is also asked for 1 marks. And Sanjan inscription is also asked for 2 marks, if possible. And the political achievements, the battles, the ascension of the throne will be in respect to chronological order is a big consideration. Keep all this in mind.